Hello there, this is DBT and this is Art of Rooms. And alright, let's continue playing some more Asphalt 8. And today, you're jumping with me in my Mazda RX-8 Special Edition because we are Sightseeing with DBT. Now for the uninitiated, this is a different type of video that I haven't done in a while, but I used to do a few of this in the channel where instead of worrying about races and cars performance and anything like that, instead we are going to be focusing on a single track and a single map in the game. We're gonna be doing some sightseeing in it to have a look at the details. But before I get into it, if you enjoy my content, you know what to do. Like, subscribe, it helps, it's free, why not? Go ahead, and if you see the hype button, press it too. But alright, so like I said, we're gonna be driving the Mazda RX-8, and specifically I like driving the slow cars because we're gonna have to take it very slow to have a look at the map. Now we're gonna go into solo race, and of course we're doing Munich. Now for anybody that plays the multiplayers with me knows that I have some issues with this map when it comes to location to take selfies at. So that's why I wanted to revisit this map and have a look at it. Now we're gonna be doing knockdown mode because over here we have a decent amount of time to explore the map before the race runs out or times out. So let's get into it. In theory, the total time that I'm allowed to be in the race is 5 minutes. That is if the AI doesn't get the knockdowns first. The AI needs to get 15 knockdowns and then the race ends. Otherwise, we might just stay here for the full 5 minutes, but yes. It's alright. Now, the way this is gonna work is I'm gonna be going super slow all around to have a look at what the map has to offer in terms of just the scenery, because you normally do the map at full speed and all of that, but you never stop to notice the little details. Like for example, up here we have a bunch, well, we have some flags with the Gameloft logo, then we have some posters like for movies or something like that. So there is that, because by the way, that's a cinema in case you've never paid attention to the fact that it says cinema up here. But also, if you have a look at this little street over here, you see this building and all that, but over here these buildings don't have any doors, which is kind of peculiar. I mean, it's obvious, right? In the sense that this is an area that Gameloft doesn't want you to have a look at, doesn't expect you to really stop. You see one door here, but all of this looks completely empty, it just has windows, so well, there is that. So that's why I like doing this thing of having a look at the map and the little details that come with creating a map that is supposed to be like a realistic scenario. For example, this bus stop right here, I saw this little poster, whatever it is, and it says 100, I think, but this looks backwards. So I looked all around, but it looks like that in both sides, so I have no idea what that's supposed to be, but yeah, it's an advertisement. We got a little bit of an information kiosk, or I don't know what you could call that, but yes, nothing particularly interesting over here. We get to see some buildings, and even this, I don't know if you can see it from this angle, maybe if I move a little bit more like that. Let me see if I can get a good angle for it. All right, let me go to first person. Maybe that'll help a little bit more. Yeah, there it is. You see this sculpture over here. Now you see this from a different angle in other, Jesus Christ, in other versions of this race, in this track. At the start of the race, there's like a camera angle from here showing you in the intro and all of that. But yeah, this is where it is in case you ever wonder where that was located. Now let's go a little bit here on the left side, because this is another side that I never really visit because I've never found this to be a good route. There's not much to look at. This is more like an industrial section, obviously, because we're above the train track, so let's forget about that for a sec. Although this gives us a decent opportunity to have a look at this building in front of us, which is under construction. You can see all the scaffolding over here. This other building, I don't know if this one is under construction. It looks very barren as well, so maybe it is considered to be under construction, but I have no idea. But yeah, no, another thing that I thought it was kind of peculiar about this, we always go around here, right? Whether you go here on the right side inside this little place or you go on this other side, but we always go over here at full speed, and we never really notice the fact that there's this opening right here, and yet you cannot go in it. It's completely blocked off. Well, if I were to, yeah, but there we go. You cannot enter it, which, you know, it kind of makes sense, because once you're on the inside of this little place, if there was a way to exit it in that little thingy, that little space, it would actually end up making you collide with it if you're hugging that wall, so that's not ideal. So over here we go at super high speeds normally, so we never get to see the fact. Over here there's just some doors, right? Nothing too special, but a little bit further ahead this turns into businesses, and here we go. For example, we have this business called Color with a very low roof, I think. Well, this little awning seems very low. And why do you need an awning in a place that is under regular, you know, under what do you call that, under a roof or whatever? You know what I mean, right? I hope you do. Then over here we have another business, which seems to be like I don't know, you see a jacket, some bags, I think those are shoes, maybe some dresses. I have no idea what. I guess a general type of store. Over here we got people, once again very low. Look at that. Given the height of my car and the height of this little doorway, man, this place is tiny. It's made for short people, I suppose. I don't know, but yeah, it seems to be like a general store of clothes and general items or whatever. So there's that. We got this one. Oh, it's also people, but it actually has different stuff inside. I cannot make out what that's supposed to be, but okay. We got this one over here, which doesn't even have a name. And actually, you can see that the glass is over here kind of like cut. It's not properly, doesn't reach all the way down, but it's fine. Not sure. That looks like another luxury type of store. And we have this one that I cannot read the name, maybe in a different camera mode. Let's see. Hey, I want to read the name of the store. It's important. Color. It's called Color again. Woo! And it seems to sell dresses. And I think that's that. I lost already? What? Oh, you see what I was saying about the AI? Jesus. Well, fear not, because we're going to continue doing this no matter what. It will take several races, but we will have a look at all of that. So yeah, that's on the inside of this little place. Other than that, well, obviously you can see the sky, very nice and all of that. Over here you see like a bridge, I suppose, but not that you can do much with it or near it. Over here we got this little space, which is like a patio, I suppose, for those buildings. It has some like an eating section, or oh Jesus Christ, an eating area right here with the chairs, the tables, and all of that stuff. So anyway, moving on. On this side we have a little bit more like construction stuff, at least construction materials, some garbage bins, and some graffiti. You know, nothing super interesting. On the left side, we're just gonna have a variety of miscellaneous buildings. I was looking at them, but I didn't notice anything particularly interesting when it came to these buildings. I mean, it's still kind of cool to have a look at them, and like I said, all the decorations. But in this side is where this is my usual spot for taking selfies, because at least there's something cool to look at with the water fountain. But other than that, in general, this map is one that I consider really bad for selfies, because there's not a lot to look at other than here on the outside area. We see that the road is placed here to the right to go up there. Yeah, so if Gameloft ever decides to, they will never, but if they were ever to expand the map, they could always make it so that we go over there and, you know, have a look at what's up there. Because I don't know, but I think this same road is the one that goes up here. Is that the same bridge that I was looking? Yeah, look at that. That's that same bridge. So that would be an interesting way of expanding the map, right? So let's say that you are coming from this from this side, and right here in front of us it's blocked and it forces us to go into this route. Wouldn't that be cool? But anyway, still looking around, we have this this billboard over there of a Lamborghini Gallardo. We have seen the same billboard in the Dubai track. Now I cannot make out what that other billboard is about. Can you read it? It's a little bit far. It seems like it's like a soda, right? That looks like a soda can, but I'm not 100% sure. And yeah, overall we have, oh, there's another billboard over there. Wait a second, what is that red door? Did I just see a red door? Oh no, this is a shop as well. Okay, we got a clothing, a shop over there. Some other stuff over here, you can see, kind of. More shops in general. Obviously, they're not super detailed because you're not meant to have a look at them that slowly, but hey. Then we got it says that it's a construction under progress and all that, but here's a bit of a funny thing. So we're going into the subway, right now, because the AI has been running around, they already destroyed some of that. But there's this like, what do you call this? These machines where you pay for the entrance to the subway, right? Fair enough, because you're barely getting into the subway. Yet, if you want to go into what apparently is the line UT, then there's another set of these things to charge you. It's like, what? Do I have to pay twice in order to get here? Apparently. But yeah, other than that, we see some stairs over here on the red thing. Is that like exit routes? I have no idea. And we got the elevators, I suppose, because, well, I've seen this also, having elevators for accessibility. Although those elevators look absolutely ginormous. They must be like for titans or something. Who knows? All right, coming back over here, you see what I was saying about they charge you to come in. I mean, they charge you in quotation marks. You can just go like this and that's it. Even in here, you can go between the machines and you'll be fine. Over here, we got some stairs to apparently other lines or something. Not that you can go in them. It's completely blocked off. But, you know, in theory, there's some stairs for people to walk through these invisible walls for line UI something. And once you get to this point, well, we have seen this before, right? This is an actual route that people use sometimes in the map. The only thing that is interesting on this particular ledge that I am on is that right in front of me, it's a little bit of a bridge. Let me see if I can do it. Oh, man. It's just that this is a bit of a bridge. And one time while I was preparing for this video, I was... Nah, man, I failed. I broke only the glass, but I didn't break the bridge part. And I'm like, oh, am I going to be able to have a look at the bridge itself? No, you can't, because you cannot actually drive on top of it. Your car just gets stuck, so that's unfortunate. All right, let's get back into this section, which is for the cranes. But before that, let's go back, because over here we missed out on this fancy little tunnel that is absolutely useless. It looks absolutely great, 100%, don't get me wrong. But there's nothing in here. There's only, I think, one door. Oh, well, no, okay, there's a couple of doors. I guess, yeah, this green thing's to the left. The bridge looks, I mean, what, corridor looks great. No, but yeah, we got some chairs, some benches, I suppose, so that people can sit. There's some garbage bins and all of that. And then we got the trains. Have you ever stopped to look at the trains? Because there's something to look at them. For example, you will notice, if you pay enough attention, that the trains always have a very, very, very happy conductor. Is that what it's called? A captain? I don't know what you call it. Train conductor, I think that would be it, right? Stop pushing me. There's a freaking AI pushing me. Stop it. Go frog yourself. I'm fine. Do you see the happy conductor? Check this out. Where's my... jeez. There we go. Look at that person. Very happy. Yeah. Then you can also see people over here. You will notice that some of this, like these two are straight up mirrored from one side to another. You see some people over here. You see some faces and all of that. So yeah, obviously they took some pictures. I don't know, probably from some image repository. Oh, wow, that face is not... Who is that handsome individual? I have no idea. It's just, if you notice, the faces normally tend to be blurred. For example, these guys, I'm not sure that they're real. They look more like, this guy looks more like a video game character or something. But if you look, for example, at this, well, this person is wearing a hat. This is too blurry. This one is straight up completely blurred out. But yeah, there's this guy's completely noticeable. I mean, it's fine. So yeah, you can have a look. In general, these images just repeat over and over, so it's not like there's a ton to look at when it comes to this. But yeah, get out of the way, pillar. On this side, the peculiar thing is that this train has the same picture repeating over and over and over. I mean, these are different, but you notice how all of this is the same? It's like it's full of clones. Oh my god, it's the attack of the clones. I don't know, whatever. Obviously, they were not exactly putting a ton of effort into filling this up. At least not on that train. This one, it has a lot of variety, so I don't know what's the deal with that. But anyway, that's enough with the trains. Let's get into the most exciting part of the track. The train tracks. Yeah, this is why I don't like this map for selfies. You know what? Let me restart this up. And I restarted it so that I could go on this side right away. Have you ever paid attention to what's on this side of the tracks? Well, there's not a lot. There's just a turn here to the right and it's blocked. You cannot go in there. The train does go in there and actually freezes over there, but yeah, you don't have access to that. Other than that, over here, this is why I said that this is a terrible map for selfies, because there's not a lot to look at. Just, you know, like, oh, there's some walls and some pipes and stuff. So, woo, exciting. Now, over here, at least you can go on this side, which I don't know, it's supposed to be like a maintenance hangar, or I have no idea what you're supposed to call that, but yeah, you can go over here. You see some pipes, yay! You see a train on the left side, yay! But really, like I said, there's really not a lot to look at on this side. In general, that is the whole thing about this. Now, at least you have a fancy little, what you call it, graffiti over here with a flying pig, and it says Asphalt 8. So there's something to look at, but again, not necessarily a ton. We see on this side also trains passing. Jesus Christ. Come on. They seem to pass quite a bit often. Come on, give me another one. Give me another one. There it is. But obviously you cannot access that side. On this, nothing to look at. Well, again, some doors, but not much. Again, and if you try to take selfies over here, it's very likely that a train is just gonna pass and destroy you. So do it at your own risk. And trust me, I've done it at my own risk, and it's terrible. It's completely boring. On this side on the left, you can see again a little bit more of like maintenance for the trains or something. On the right side, well, basically the same thing, but again, there's not a ton to look at. That is the problem. Now over here on this banked turn, not much again, but up ahead is one of the more interesting looking sections of the train tracks themselves. You've seen it obviously a million times. And it's this section over here where, if you've never paid attention, beneath us, there's a bunch of plants, so it's kind of nice. It's plantful. Obviously, we got all of this decoration with the colors and all of that. But other than that, once again, not a ton to explore when it comes to this side. Now let me just go around and just want to have a look real quick to this side of the track. Once again, we got the same thing to the right, not a whole lot of anything. We got another graffiti which says Game Loft, I think. Yeah, another I'm sorry, the camera angles, man, I tell you. Game Loft, graffiti over there. Some more generic graffitis. What does that one say? R&B, I think. What? What does that say? Spar hair something. If anybody speaks German, let me know if that means something, because I have no idea. We see a guy over there on the left side. I mean, the picture, the drawing of a guy. We get another graffiti that I don't know what it says. Something, sure. But once again, not a whole lot of anything in the train tracks, unfortunately. So, yeah, not the most exciting. But oh Jesus Christ! You can see there's like a pathway up here. Wouldn't that be cool if that could be another path that you could follow at some point in the track? I'm telling you, the tracks could be expanded if Game Love wanted to. It's just that they don't want to, unfortunately. But anyway, that about does it for the train section, or this whole section. We already looked at this, not much to... Wait, weird thing. This is a station, right? So, I mean, it does say right there, station. So I just realized, because you see some... hey, let me turn, there we go. You see the benches, a bunch of benches to sit at. And I was thinking, how do you even get there? But I suppose these pillars are elevators, right? This you can barely see up here on the top. I think those are supposed to be elevators, so I guess that's how people get in. But yeah, I've never really paid attention to the fact that this was an actual station rather than just a decoration. But hey, we see another station. That's kind of cool. Now over here, I lost. Yay. Anyway, as I was saying, here on the left side, we see the place from which trains suddenly pop out and destroy you. You cannot go in there, even though there's a big space over there. And also that looks completely blocked off, right? So does the train just clip through it? I have no idea, but it's... Oh! Am I blocking a train? What just happened? Ah! A train wants to destroy me. Did I just block the train somehow? Oh, that's beautiful. All right, that was completely unplanned, unexpected, but I'm happy to see it. Now look at that, the train is no longer moving. By the way, the pictures on the train are still the same from the other trains that we have seen in the past. But yeah, well, we have successfully blocked the train. Let's go. Achievement complete. Now, I wonder why this place is completely broken. Like, I guess what this is meant to imply is that the train station just kept going this way, right? As the tracks explain or they indicate. But then, somehow, the entrance to the parking lot got broken. Is this being mined or something? Because yeah, look at this ceiling, this wall, it's actually broken. There's a lot of debris over here. So I guess the idea is that the parking lot, for some reason, got destroyed. Well, the road to it, yeah, it's broken, and that's how we made some way into the train tracks. I guess that's what it is. Honestly, I've never paid attention to that, and that's kind of cool, because I was connected. How the hell does a park, park area, whatever, connects to the trains? But I guess now we know. Though this section is not the parking yet, is it? No, this still looks like maintenance or something. The parking area is actually up ahead. It's up here. Though this road does seem to indicate that we go over there. But anyway, this spiral that we go down technically still continues down over here, right? Let me go into first person so that we can see in between these thingies. Yeah, there you go. So, oh, stop! Really? Oh, the AI just loves to troll me, don't they? Finally, I got the angle to have a look at it, and it's like, no, you don't. But yeah, you get the idea. Over here, the spiral continues going down. But yeah, we don't get to go there. So what is this place then? I have no idea how this parking lot connects to that section over there. But oh well, whatever. It's fine. Don't question it. Now in the entire spiral, there's not much to look at other than, well, it's a spiral. There's some walls and some billboards. Up here, we finally get into another cool section of the map. While it's not super interesting, it obviously looks very industrial. Well, we get to see some of the random cars over here parked and all of that. So, again, not necessarily a ton to look at, but at least the sun rays in between coming from the windows look kind of dope. Yeah, so we got some more cars over there. That grill looks a little bit Aston Martin-ish, this one right here, but whatever. Obviously, that's not what it is. You can go up here, but there's nothing. Then we continue over here. Oh, you get over here a small little view of the skyline, but not much other than a bunch of clouds and whatnot. So, well, sure. And this is the side where sometimes I like taking pictures. Over here, once again, you see a bunch of parked cars and all that. Not much to speak of. But over here, this section, I think it's pretty dope. Because over here, thank you, game. So like I was saying, this section over here is kind of dope. Because you get to see, once again, the skyline. You can see a bunch of the buildings and whatnot. So this is a decent spot to take selfies over here as well. We've done selfies over there, so that's dope. But other than that, again, not much more to look at. Again, we keep on seeing this section. I guess this is broken. This, where I fell through, I suppose there's supposed to be more floor over there, but it's not, so whatever. Once again, we see a bunch of these cars. I suppose that this one section does kind of make sense, because let's say that you arrive from one area over here. It's just that I cannot tell exactly what's going on in this corner, though it just seems to be a wall. So I don't know where these cars came from, but assuming that there's a lift somewhere, well, yeah, they go up here and they go through this floor where I am to access this. Wait a second. Oh, do you see this? The arrow on the floor, it has the wrong texture. I never noticed that. Check this out. Well, right here you see them. This one right here and this one right here, completely wrong texture. Interesting. We see some more cars parked on that side. But yeah, not much more to look at over here. A lot of parking spots. You can take selfies with those parked cars if you want to, but not much to do over there. And I know what you're thinking, DBT, you clickbaited me. What did you mean with the Germany's undergarment shop? I haven't seen an undergarment shop. What the? Well, I waited to show it to you until the very end, because it does exist. At the exit of this place, or rather at the beginning of the track if you wish, there's some stores here to the left. And if we have a look at them, first we have 7, which seems to be like a shoe store or something, on bags. Then we got this other shop, which is once again one that we saw on the inside of the little roofed area early on. Then we got this other shop right here, which once again is like items in general. I see some bags, some dresses. We've seen this before, but here it is, the raunchiest part of the map. I do believe that's an undergarment shop, isn't it? It certainly looks like that to me. I don't know, you'll have, if you disagree with me, let me know. And what does this look like? Oh, yeah, or maybe it's like a sports. No, it does look like undergarments. So yeah, there you go. I didn't lie to you, you see? Ha, you're welcome. And real quick, just for good measure, I decided to also check this other version of the track. Obviously, it's still the same map, but we have access to, remember where I said that it was broken? It's this section where there was some floor missing. Because it's not missing over here, we have the ability to go on this side. Stop pushing me, AI! God damn you all. I'm fine. So over here, we get to see a slightly if I could break this. Yeah, if you're going too slow, you cannot break some of this stuff. We get to see a little bit more of this place. We got, what is that? Another shop. I guess it's just dresses. It's like the colors one that we saw earlier, I think. And then there's this one as well. Again, like more dresses and stuff. And over here, we finally get to see better the things I showed you at the very start. The posters for some movies. Tell me that doesn't look like Jason Statham. Then we got Double Crunch, Waiting for Christmas. I don't know what Stay Road, I think it says. But you can read some of this, can you? Stay Road. That okay, this one says Stay Road. That one says something about Drift. Ed Drift. Pretty Whale. Beyond Race, and this one makes me think of Nicolas Cage for some reason. What does it say? Extreme Hero and Hardscape Mission. Now we have seen these posters in some other maps as well, but still I thought it was kind of cool to have a look at that over here. We have access to a slightly different section. Well, over here we see a bit of an entrance to some place, obviously completely blacked out, but yeah, I suppose that could be another place to go. The scaffoldings and all of that, obviously you've done this a bunch of times, but have you ever stopped to look at the construction? Not that there's much to look at, to be completely honest with you, but hey, you know, if you're curious. Oh wait, where's that? Dubai Construction. It's the same company that was working on Dubai. Oh my god. All right, now we know that there's this alliance between Dubai and nothing like that, but you know what I'm saying, right? So anyway, that just about does it for the Munich map. Well, this version of the map has obviously that blockade if you want to stop and have a look at the vehicles that are blocking and all of that, but yeah, not much more to look at. So yeah, let me know if I skipped or if I missed some detail in this map that you have noticed that it's kind of cool to have a look at. But yeah, like I said, this is a type of video that I do very rarely. The last one that I did was over a year ago. So yeah, it's definitely been quite a bit, but let me know in the comments if you enjoy this type of video, something a little bit different from time to time. You know, to focus on something else that isn't necessarily all the races and all of that. Because at the end of the day, I don't know if you like this, but I certainly enjoy having a look at the maps and seeing the details and things that normally you don't pay too much attention to. Because I don't know, I think it's kind of dope to see all of the little things that the developers put into this map. But alright, that's gonna do it for this video. Again, if you enjoyed it, like, subscribe, let me know in the comments if you enjoyed it. And that's all. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.